Hello, everybody. I don't know how to start shows. My name is Lizzie Logan, and welcome to Fix Your Life. It is a comedy advice show, and it is live. If you have, Kurt just gave me the 15 seconds, so maybe I shouldn't be talking right now. Yes, no, are we live? I can't tell. No, you're live. Awesome. Okay. As you can tell, I'm a perfect person who never makes mistakes. So I'm clearly very well qualified to give you advice on your lives. As I said, the show is 100% live. So if you need advice or have comments, drop it in the chat and we will totally respond. Also, if you want to ask things anonymously, get a little bit juicy, there is a form that's like plugged right there. That you can do that at. A little bit later in the show, we will be joined by the Squirrel Theater's own Michael Hartney to answer all of your questions. So if you have comedy questions, pitch them to him. If anyone is here because they were excited to talk to Jess Tom, Jess will hopefully be joining us for our April show. Could not make it this evening, but we are so lucky because the hilarious Sebastian Canelli agreed to fill in. He's a improviser, comedy guy, the host of Loud About Nothing, which is one of my honestly favorite podcasts, and I'm very picky about podcasts. Please welcome to the stream, Sebastian Canelli.
Whoa, thank you for having me, Lizzie. This is beautiful.
Thank you so much for being here. Right before the show started, we discovered that we share something very important in common, which is that we're both Italian.
I got so excited. I think we can't talk anymore, and I got so excited about it. And your mother's Italian. That's wonderful.
Uh-huh.
You know what I like about that?
What?
That means that you probably have the most amazing meals and et cetera, et cetera.
My mother is a great, I love her cooking. I love her cooking. No. She always downplays her own cooking skills. She's always like, I just do I can't cook like real people can cook.
Really?
But I think she's a great cook. I also, God, this is going to be cheesy. She's also just a really good mom.
That's nice. That's nice. My mom's not Italian, and my dad is Italian, so I have the opposite of you.
How has that been for you for your whole life? How's your life gone?
My life, I don't know if that. Well, I did lie. I used to, when I was a kid, because I'm from Staten Island, I would lie and say I'm 100% Italian.
And this was to get cred on the streets.
Mm-hmm, to get in my elementary school, it was much cooler than saying I'm half Swedish. Say I'm full Italian.
I did not lie about that. I'm Jewish on my dad's side, which I couldn't. I mean, look at my face. There's just no getting out of that. I'm at least half Jewish. But so were most of my friends, so it was like not a big deal. Speaking as Liz's cousin, her mom's lasagna is amazing. Thank you, Andrew. This is also funny. My lasagna is one of my least favorite Italian dishes. I'm really not a lasagna person.
Me too, Lizzie. I'm so happy that you talked about this. Let's just get ahead of this right now. If you make pasta, there's no reason for you to then put it in the fucking oven.
Why are you making it denser? The whole half the fun of pasta is that it's in a bowl and it's mushy, and you can mix in your own amount of cheese. You can add more sauce if you want. I like to throw like peas and mushrooms in there if you want, maybe some meatballs. Why are you making it a book?
I don't know why. They're making it a casserole, and I'm not about that. I don't like that. I also don't like baked ziti. And I know everyone is gasping right now, but I think baked ziti is overrated. I don't want the top of my pasta to be crispy.
I don't even remember the last time I had baked ziti. I'm very into the traditional. I like a penne or a spaghetti or like just a fettuccine, like a noodle with a sauce, and a garlic bread, and I'm very happy.
You call it noodles?
Yeah.
No, get out of here. That just hurt me. You call it noodles?
Spaghetti noodles. What?
It's macaroni.
No, because okay.
It's
No.
macaroni. It's not noodles. Noodles are like egg noodles. And that's like what if you put beef stew on. You put beef stew on noodles. You never put sauce.
See, I think of noodles as being a multi-faceted. It's a word that has many meanings.
You're right.
But okay, it's
I'm
a
sorry.
so wait. So would you call it a spaghetti macaroni?
Of course, it's all macaroni.
That doesn't make sense to me.
It's
I
okay.
would call it a noodle.
Well, you know what? You could call. I'm in Staten Island, so everything I say here makes a little bit less sense anywhere else I go, and I know that. And that's why the internet is a dangerous place for me, because all of a sudden people will realize how little I know.
I don't think that the internet is. I mean, what do you think is the thing? Because I can't imagine you getting in trouble for calling something a macaroni or a noodle. What is the thing that you think you would be like, I'm fucked if I talk about this?
That you know what? I'll be fucked if I don't talk. If I say out loud that if you put ranch on your pizza, it's only food related. Lizzie, don't make that face. You do this?
I put ranch on everything.
No, Lizzie. No, stop. Ranch ain't good. Ranch is not good.
I don't know what to tell you. I went to summer camp and we had bowls of ranch and pizza and we dipped it and it was delicious. Do you want to know something so gross? This was my favorite meal as a young person.
Yeah.
This is gross. Even saying it was pineapple onion pizza.
Stop, Lizzie. Are you personally trying to attack me?
Yes. Yeah. This is a prank show.
This is a prank show. I honestly, I wish, because then this wouldn't be real. Pineapple. Wait, what else was on it? Pineapple.
An onion.
No, Lizzie.
I went through this phase where I was really into like the salty with the sweet. We were talking about quesadillas before. I used to put sliced strawberries in my quesadillas. I thought it was delicious.
With cheese?
Yeah, I was like, well, it's like fondue kind of in a tortilla. And then I would like put the sour cream and the guacamole on top of that.
I guess we just learned that you're a big freak. I guess that's all I'm learning, is that you're a big freak when it comes to this stuff.
I have no like palate when it comes to food, really. Like I can't tell things apart really. And I also I'm not an adventurous eater. I'm not a picky eater, but I have no, like, people watch like these food shows and they're like, oh, I gotta try that, like, whatever dish that I've never heard of before. I have no impulse to do that. I'm like, great, I'll have a sandwich.
Sure. Well, because I guess I'm the same way, because food is comfort and new things are not comforts.
Right, which is why you have to find new combinations of the old things, which is why you have to put disgusting things on top of your pizza and dip it in ranch. And then you just find more layers of comfort that way.
Wow. I am on board with here. I have a question for you. Mm-hmm. So say you go out with somebody and they're like, do
you mean go out like we're just going out to dinner? I'm like going out with someone.
This
is a date.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You go out with them and they're like, I want to take you to my spot that I like to go. You went out a few times. You two already like each other, right? Mm-hmm. It's already pleasant.
And like, can I just say, I'm loving this, for instance. This is wonderful.
Okay. And this guy is awesome. You guys are high-fiving.
Yes.
The best. The conversation's nice. It's relaxed, but relaxed but stressful in a good way. You know what I mean?
I'm like excited.
Yes, excited.
Okay, yeah.
The therapist goes like this. She goes, nervousness and excitement are like this, Sebastian. She goes, they're simple feelings. Wow, that was very personal.
My therapist I only talk to her on the phone, so I have no idea what she's doing with her hands.
Really?
She can be flipping me off the whole time.
My therapist is all hands. She uses her hands so much. She goes, I love it. Well, so if you go out with this person, okay, and they're like, can I order for you because these are my favorite things here. Would you go along with that?
Sure.
Beautiful. So you are adventurous.
No, I like people. I don't know.
That's nice. Oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah. If it was like, because if someone wants to do a nice thing for me.
Yeah.
I would say I'm 10% a person who doesn't want to eat new foods, but 90% a person who is a narcissist who wants attention and like compliments and for people to be wanting to do nice things for me. So that trumps anything else.
That them doing something nice trumps all flavors.
Okay. For instance, back to you.
Okay.
Same situation.
Same.
You're going out with a person you're interested in. Things have been going well. You got this and you got this.
Oh my God.
She's like, I cooked.
Ugh.
And she cooked baked ziti.
You know what? This has happened.
This is a real thing.
This is a real thing. People always will cook Italian food for me.
And they'll pick wrong.
Not even that. It's just my palate is so basic when it comes to every other type of food. The only food I really have opinions about is Italian food. So I don't know why someone's like, I'm gonna make this because I know you said your grandmother made this for you.
See, they're setting themselves up for failure. They're never gonna make it as good as your grandmother.
Yes, I know. One time I made me a cake in the shape of two boobs. And that was the
Wait, who made that for you? A girlfriend?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's adorable. I mean, is that adorable? I think it's adorable.
She thought it was funny. She thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. Yeah, I think it's adorable. I don't know how to feel about it now.
I mean, I've given some weird fucking gifts.
Really?
To my ex. I mean, not that. It's just one of those things where, like, at the time it made perfect sense, and then looking back, I'm like, yeah, there's a box with a small lock of my hair at a guy's place in Brooklyn that I gave him.
Stop! Did you cut the hair, or did you just collect it from the shower?
Ew! Of course I cut it. I was cutting my hair. Okay, well, so the thing was like, he was a little, romantic, old-timey weirdo, kind of like I am. And we both were just like, oh, the Victorians or whatever. You'd just like...
Uh-huh.
And so... And he was
courting you. He was courting you in a very nice, romantic way.
Sure. I mean, we'd already been together for a while at this point. And he had always, I mean, not to brag, I do have very soft, lovely hair. If anyone ever gets the chance to touch it in the future, you might be like, wow, Lizzie, that's some nice hair.
No way. I have soft hair too, Lizzie.
So okay, and you were just saying that you need a haircut. This is what I'm saying. Next time you get a haircut, keep some of it. Then when you find a nice lady, you can be like, here's some hair.
Wow. When I can't believe you gave a man a piece of your hair. I mean, what does he even say? It
was tied with a ribbon. Reed hates this bit and wants us to do advice. So,
oh my God! One time in college, I only conditions for a whole year, and ever since then, my hair's been soft. I thought a bottle of shampoo was conditioner. I thought a bottle.
That's just poor reading skills.
Yes, I went to engineering school. Okay.
We're gonna just talk the whole time. I almost went to engineering. Well, not almost. In 6th grade, my mom was like, if you went to engineering school, you'd be the prettiest girl there. And I was like, great, that's my life.
I mean, I did go to. Oh no, we have to take advice. Okay.
I was gonna go to Harvey Med. It doesn't matter.
It's so soft, ladies, everyone out there. Okay, and if you meet me, I will let you touch it.
Is that a promise?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Reed thought he found a question in the chat, but Michael says it's not a new question. It's left over from something else. Let's go to one of our submitted questions.
Beautiful.
Nobody's BFF asks, whenever I invite people to a party or to get together, they accept and seem to have a good time, but they never reciprocate. Should I just accept that they don't like me as much as I like them and keep inviting them, or dump these people and move on?
Oh, this one hurts a little bit. This one's tough. Yeah. I guess the big question is, are they having parties and you're just not invited to them?
Right. Like, did you make friends with a group of people who are unable to throw their own parties, or they're just not including you?
Yeah, if they're unable to throw their own parties, no judgments. Then you continue throwing parties. If they're bringing stuff to the party, then that's beautiful. But I don't know. This doesn't sound too good. I'm sure. Well, you know what you got to do? Meet on neutral grounds.
Like a park.
A park. A park is the perfect way to kind of figure, because anyone could throw a park party.
But you're still putting in all the effort to send out all the invites and stuff. I mean, I think it's more just that like this person's, it's like the planning, you know?
I guess so. You want to know something, Lizzie?
I would love to.
I've never planned a party in my life.
Is that true?
100%. 100%. I've never been like organized the situation.
You never just like sent a group text to be like, we're going to this thing?
I'd be like, you guys want to go to you want to go to movies? You want to meet up at this bar? I guess is that a party though? It sounds like what this person's talking about is like almost a little more formal.
I was thinking that it was more like or say a party or to get together. Mm-hmm. I do find myself, I'm often the one being like, this movie's coming out, we gotta go. That I don't know if anyone would have bothered to put it together if I didn't.
I will say this. I love people like you.
Like me or like the person in the question?
Like the person in the question and you. I think that you're similar in that regard, right? I think that friend groups need that role. And what sucks is you might be stuck in that role then.
Yeah. I mean, the end of this question says like, should I accept it should I keep inviting them or do I dump these people and move on? And I wonder if there's a way to like do both of like keep inviting them, but go make some more friends. Like, cause these people are not really the best friends that you could possibly have.
No, but also if you're together and you're having such a good time together, then who cares who invited who? It's like the who texts who first shit. I'm over that. You know what I mean? If the texts are flowing and they're good, and who cares who texted first?
I know. I just don't like, there is that thing of like, even wondering if the person thinks of you. You know what I mean? Like if I like ask you to hang out, whatever, 3 weekends in a row.
Yeah.
But you never ask me to hang out, I'm going to be like, well, you don't want to hang out with me. Like there is, because, okay, I understand that it doesn't matter who texts who first. I have read a very important self-help book about psychology and men and women and relationships. And it's called He's Just Not That Into You, which is a great book. Everyone should read.
Oh yeah,
and I got so much out of it that I gave it to a friend and made her read it.
Okay, I'm gonna be quoting "Men are from Mars, women are from Venus" after this. Okay,
Lizzie? If you got a lot out of it, then you fucking should. Basically, it said like, listen, people who want to see other people make the effort to do that. And so if someone's not making the effort to see you, they're just not that into you. And I think it's different with friends, but it's not totally different.
I'm on board with this. I don't ever, I think that if you like someone, you make the effort to talk to them and see them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I think that's beautiful. I think it's hard to make effort, and I think people should. I think that sometimes people don't make effort out of fear of rejection, but you make the effort.
Yeah.
Wayne Gretzky said something about this, but I forget what he said exactly.
Is it about the missing all the shots you don't take?
Yes, 100%.
100. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. In fact, I believe it's the quote.
Wow.
I know a lot about sports. I'm a sports connoisseur. I was also gonna say, here's the thing. You can't put up with this shit. I hear my roommate who swore that they were gonna watch this doing something in the fucking kitchen. It's fine.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We need to. They're hungry.
You can't put up with this shit from all your friends. It's no way to live. You can put up with it from like 1 to 3 friends. You can, I think, be strategic. I had to have like a real epiphany moment with my one friend Raquel, who I was just like, she's never gonna get it together to invite me to shit. I have to be the person who makes the effort. And also she's gonna flake on me sometimes. And like, it just is the way it is. And I accept this about her, and I will stop waiting for it to change, and I will not try to change her. And I will also not get mad at her, because I understand that that's part of the deal of being friends with her, is you just have to accept it. And I was like, I won't do it for everyone. I'm not going to accept this from everyone in my life, but like for her, I have decided to accept the things I cannot change and be basically a Zen monk.
That's nice. I think my sisters do that for me.
Well, they're stuck with you. They don't have a different brother.
I think that they do that. Well, they're always reaching out. They go, "Oh, Uncle Kim's birthday's coming up. We're gonna get him a Wayfair gift card." I go, "Okay." I'm just the okay guy.
Well, but you don't have any brothers. You have 2 sisters. 3?
But I have twin
4?
sister. And I have 12 sisters, and me.
Okay.
13. Baker's doesn't. No. I have an older sister and a twin, and I'm the youngest. So I got away with everything.
Yeah, so that's why they put up with stuff, is because you're the baby.
Yeah. No, that's 100%. But I'm 31 years old now. Like, I still get to act like the baby. I guess I'm making it a question. It's a statement. I'm definitely the baby in the family.
I don't know. I am not 31, but I am like the youngest in my family, and I have 4 step siblings.
Okay.
And they're all significantly older than I am, but still they're all married with kids. And I feel like I'm not the baby. I'm like the punky adolescent where it's like Lizzie goes out and like Lizzie lives in New York and like Lizzie has a tattoo and dates people and we're all just like moms or whatever. And I'm like, I haven't gotten it together to do any of the things you've done, but it's fine.
What's your tattoo?
It's the moon.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
You just made yourself seem so punk and cool. You called yourself punk and cool.
Yeah. Compared to my family, I'm not a punk at all.
I have a scar from getting in a bar fight.
I'm the least punk person on earth, but this is my position in the family as the wild child.
I cannot believe that the bar is low. It's the softest little moon. And you went, it's the moon.
You want to know what makes it even softer?
Mm-hmm.
Is that I got it. It's like a matching tattoo with my mom.
Oh my God, that's actually sweet. I love that.
Yeah. It's adorable. We got it for her birthday. I have the moon and she has the sun in the same place.
Whoa, that's actually really nice. You actually are so fucking punk. You and your mommy getting matching tattoos. I
mean, how many people do you know who got their first tattoo over the age of 60?
Both my parents did.
Really?
Yes. Both
together or a wacky coincidence?
Together. I was gonna make a joke, but then I don't want to. I didn't want to make a joke about them because they could hear me, and sometimes they go, "I know you're fucking lying about me downstairs." So I can't say that. They both got each other's they got each other's names on their wrists.
You're the only one without a wrist tattoo.
I truly
get a wrist tattoo.
I don't think I want tattoos because You
want to be buried in a Jewish cemetery?
100%. I'm not Jewish, but I'm saying, hey, keep my options open for the afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big man, and I don't want to seem scary in any sense. I have a big fear of like accidentally hurting someone. So I don't want to ever give off that energy, and I can express myself in other ways, like I don't know. By things I talk about.
Like, I'm not going to get a tattoo. I'll just say the thing.
I'll just say, I go, I liked Ren and Stimpy as a kid,
What if you got, don't you think you could get a tattoo that made you seem even less scary? Like, what if you got like a little heart someplace or like a flower? That would be so cute.
But there's, you know what, Lizzie, that wouldn't be honoring who I am, though.
Because I don't think that's true.
You think that I'm really?
I think you're a lovable person.
This is going phenomenal for me tonight. This is I would love this. Maybe I should. I always debate about a tattoo, and it was a bad one, and I'm happy I never got it. I was when I was younger, and I was partying a lot, and I wanted to get a full back piece of a devil and an angel.
Don't do that.
A devil and an angel playing chess, and the devil was looking inwards because that's where the darkness lied, and the angel was outwards because that's where I was happy, and I pretended to be happy. And if you looked at the chessboard, the devil was winning, and the angel had his head down. So it was either no tattoos or a full back piece of this Queen's Gambit heaven and hell scenario.
That sounds like, you know, when like conservative cartoons go viral. Like, I feel like if that was like if the angel looked like Kamala Harris and like the devil looked like Joe Biden or something, and like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I realized that you didn't get it, but that idea is still so much more embarrassing than my little dorky moon tattoo.
Yes.
Let's answer another question.
Beautiful.
C-Pain writes, I work from home writing clickbait. It sucks, but during the pandemic, I can't complain. I have minimal interaction with the outside world and have gotten used to social distancing, but I'm beginning to get antsy to get vaccinated. I assumed that I wasn't eligible, but I just checked the New York State list, and among the eligible pre-existing conditions, it says neurological conditions, including but not limited to Alzheimer's disease or dementia. I don't have dementia, thankfully, but I do have a neurocondition, complex regional pain syndrome. It's a chronic pain condition I manage with physical therapy and a pain doctor. Shout out to Dr. Sieferman. It's definitely the basic bitch of neurological conditions, and I'm getting by without the vaccine, and I don't have a job that puts me at risk. But should I go for it? Have enough actually high-risk people gotten jabbed that I could ethically take one? Should I ask my doctor if it's right for me?
One, you're already, I know you're a beautiful soul with how much thought you're putting into this.
I mean, you can tell the clickbait writing comes through with this is the basic bitch of neurological condition.
Yes. It was the content was heavy. The language was light, which
it was internety AF.
Yes. I like this. I think that you should get the vaccine.
Yeah.
100%. I don't even think, if you feel weird, don't even tell anyone you got it.
I think the great thing about the whatever New York State guidelines is that they pick, right? So if you have a thing that's on the list, it means you're on the list. There's no, it's not up to us. Like, if you're on the list, you're on the list. You have one of the things on the list.
I 100% agree. I think they made the choice, and you could blame them. I think you should 100% get it. I got the vaccine because I'm overweight, and I don't care. I actually don't tell people. So everyone out there,
well,
please, I beg you, don't tell anybody, okay? Because I'm really on the DL.
You're not great at keeping secrets. I was going to ask you a follow-up question, but it's none of my business, and we'll keep it a secret.
No, you can ask me. Go ahead.
Which one did you get?
I got the Pfizer. I'm a Pfizer girl. I actually, you know what? I got sick after I took the second one.
Yeah, that happened to my roommate too.
Yeah, I felt like I really felt like I had the flu. But whatever, fuck it. It was one day, and that was like I got it a few days ago, and now I'm chilling. And I live with my parents now because because you know because I don't make money any other way. And so but they both got it now, so I feel like there's a breath of fresh air in the house.
Sebastian, do you have one earring?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that.
You know what? I got it when I was 5 years old.
Adorable.
Me and my dad got it together. Lizzie, you and I have a lot in common.
We're twin spirits. I mean, not you actually have a twin. We're something else spirits.
We're definitely some sort of spirits. I could tell. But yeah, I got this when I was 5 because my dad had earrings and I wanted one because he had one. So he got a second one. And then my cousin, who's his age, all three of us went. And I only got one because I grew up in the 90s and there was this thing about like if you had two earrings, it was like, you know, you were gay and you had to pick like even as a 5-year-old, they had to tell me like, well, he can't get an earring on the right side or else that means he's gay. I'm like, I'm not looking to hook up with anybody. I'm 5 years old, but still they like painted this like left is right and right is wrong was the phrase, which is cool.
You know, homophobia in the piercing community must be addressed, and yeah, it sucks, but you look great, and
Thanks.
may we all find the sexualities that work for us.
I've been
Yeah, you can get the vaccine. What's up?
I've been debating getting a second one just because I hate answering that question and that being the answer.
That's an interesting reason to get a body modification. It was like a trend in my high school, honestly, because I went to like such a liberal high school. It was kind of a trend to get both of your ears pierced for guys to like prove how cool you were with your masculinity, that you were like, yeah, I'm gonna rock earrings.
It was a little bit different where I grew up, which sucks. It sucks. And I
have heard San Francisco and Staten Island, slightly different places.
Definitely just minor different tweaks, you know. One of us is progressive and one of us is where Pete Davidson is from, you know. There's two different places.
He has a lot of tattoos and possibly an earring. Yeah. In conclusion, get the vaccine. It's fine. They're doing, this feels insane to say, but like, I trust the government. I feel like they wouldn't, if it was going to be a problem for someone with your condition to get it, they wouldn't have put the condition on the list.
100%. And I think even more than the government, because I understand people not want to trust the government, it's like scientists.
Yeah.
Like, and like, I am totally like, I gotta believe science. Who am I to ever say that they know better than me? You know, I have to believe them.
Oh yeah. And I also, you know, this person said that like they work from home and this and that, but it's like, if you, God forbid, get sick with COVID and your condition is, and your COVID is exacerbated by this underlying condition and you're taking up a hospital bed, well, you shouldn't do that. You should have gotten your vaccine. Look at you fucking up the medical system for the rest of us.
Wow.
So,
Lizzie with the most negative take for a positive.
It's like you think that you're taking a vaccine away from a sick person, but you could be taking a hospital bed away from a sick person. Ultimately, you got to go get your vaccine for society, which Sebastian has not gotten. No one, he's never, it doesn't.
Please do not spread those rumors. But also, I'm vaccinated now. This is beautiful.
He's vaccinated and he has soft hair, ladies.
I do. Very soft. It's honestly, it's like angel hair pasta, not fucking noodles.
Angel hair macaroni, you mean?
Yes. Oh my God.
Every time I talk about pasta now, I'm going to think of this conversation.
That's so, oh, please. That makes me feel great inside.
Anonymous asks, I'm a dude and teach teenagers. Should I wear nail polish and deal with them making fun of me or be a trailblazer of coolness? So I think both of these answers are to do it, right? Should I wear nail polish and deal with them or be a trailblazer of coolness? I mean, you should do it, right? You should just do it.
1,000%. Even if some do make fun of you, there's going to be a kid that wants to do that.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, there's going to be a kid that wants to wear nail polish and they don't have, they're nervous to do it. And even if they don't do it, to see someone that they might respect or think is cool doing it, they'll know that their instincts are right and that these people are a bunch of idiots.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. Teenagers can be vicious and maybe they'll make fun of you all year. But I also feel like if you keep it up, they'll move on. Like they'll make fun of you the first time you do it because it's new. And then then when you change up the color, they'll be like, oh, you changed the color.
Yeah.
And then the third time you do it, they'll be like, yeah, that's this guy who wears nail polish. Like, what are you going to do?
I also think it's kind of cool to wear nail polish. A$AP Rocky wears nail polish. And like, who are we to say A$AP Rocky's not fucking awesome?
A$AP Rocky, I mean, anything he does that you do, you are then closer to coolness. That's math. You're an engineer. You can back me up on this. This is how math works. Proximity to A$AP Rocky's look is cool.
Yes. And I think that's, if he's doing it, I mean, I had McDonald's when A$AP dropped the fucking meal. I mean,
really?
Yeah, I went and I don't even like Sprite. Me and my boy went and we got the meal.
This is a person who yelled at me not 1 hour ago for misdescribing pasta.
It was a Travis Scott meal, not A$AP Rocky, but it's still They both paint their nails, so at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, right? But I did go get the Travis Scott meal, but I did not go to Burger King to get the Lil Yachty meal. I will say that, Lil Yachty, I'm so sorry I did not get your meal.
Well, there's still time, I believe. The promotion's still going on. I have no idea.
I have no idea. I follow Lil Yachty, and he goes live on Instagram all the time, and he has nothing to say when he goes live. It usually is just him showing what he's doing.
Well, good for him. Good for him. Michael's here. Michael, do you want to pop yourself onto the stream and give your 2 cents on anything that has been said so far this evening?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, Lizzie. Hi, Sebastian.
You don't know who Michael Hartney is. He is one of the founders of the Squirrel Theater, and he's a very funny actor who was in School of Rock on Broadway.
Whoops.
As well as other things. And he's going to fix lives with us tonight.
Now, get ready for a tone shift, everyone. It was so fun watching you two. What a delight. But boy, oh boy, Sebastian, I didn't know there was a world where rappers have special fast food meals. You're on top of this? Why? How long has this been going on?
I mean, a while. I think J Balvin had a meal at McDonald's also.
This is shocking. Not that I haven't been to these places. I've never seen any ad about this. Does this all happen on Instagram?
No. They have it advertised.
Well, I'm going to the wrong ones.
When I open TikTok, it shows me that famous TikTokers have their own drinks at Dunkin'. And they're like, it's the cold brew for the so-and-so. And they have like I've never gotten one, but it shows me every time I open the app.
Wow, that really makes me want to give up on absolutely everything.
But your new dream is to have like the Hartney at Wendy's?
Yeah. No, my dream is to sprint away from anything like that. That is my dream.
Okay, but if you had to, what would it be?
If I had to have
a side and a drink.
Oh, I get to choose everything. I'm trying to think of where it would be.
It could be 3 different things from 3 different places. There are no.
You know what? It would be at Arby's.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's an unsung, disgusting fast food hero.
Oh, he's coming around on this idea.
Okay. All right, here we go. My meal, I've got it. It's the classic roast beef, but it's 2 of them with fries. That's my combo. It's 2 roast beef sandwiches with the curly fries. Because just 1 regular roast beef plus the fries, not enough for this queen. So I need 2 the curly fries. And then I feel like Arby's does Pepsi. I'm going to have to somehow work some sort of TikTok deal where Coke becomes involved.
I think they do Coke. The one across from the training center back in the day did the Coke machines of the future.
Oh, the Coke Freestyle machine.
The Coke Freestyle.
Great. Well, then I'll have to... This is so beautiful. So I'll have to wash that down with... I mean, if a Coke Freestyle machine got Fresca, I would be like in hog ass heaven.
Wow. I'd have that. But I'm not.
Well, I better start rapping.
Or painting your nails, as we talked about.
Or painting my nails, either one.
I think you could really rock some colors. Unfortunately, these meals do not exist, but if you do want to support the Squirrel Theater, you can throw some money in their tip jar, which is linked below. You can, for the cost of a Lil Yachty meal, you can have our undying love, gratitude, and you've supported like an indie and very inclusive space for comedy and live performance. So, I mean, I think that's pretty dope. That's pretty swag.
It's both dope and swag.
It's both dope and swag. I think A$AP Rocky would approve if you were here and listening to our conversation. Sebastian, thank you so much for being here. You're welcome to stick around, but I did tell you that you could leave at this point. Do you have any final words of wisdom for the I'm assuming, huge crowd that is watching.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Lizzie. This was so nice to talk to you.
Absolutely.
And it's so exciting how much we have in common. That's such a nice. It's so nice to realize. Oh yeah, we've never talked like that before, and wow, people are similar. My final advice, I don't know. Life's scary, but people hopefully are good. Hey, I don't
Take
know.
that to the bank.
Beautiful.
Oh, my advice: don't do pills. Okay. I think that's my good advice. I think there's no point to try that shit. All right. Well, that's beautiful. Okay.
Thank you so much for being here and being here last minute.
Of course. Thank you. Michael, have a lovely time. I'll see you soon, okay?
Thanks, buddy. See you soon. Nice to see you.
All right, now that we're alone.
Oh, no,
Sebastian.
jeez.
Oh
Oh, my gosh.
Michael-
Such a narrow view of what pizza can be.
Listen, I didn't say my ideas were good, but I thought outside the bun, and I'm proud of myself for that.
Perfect.
Advice. What kind of role does it play in your life?
What role does advice play in my life? Is that what you asked?
Yeah.
I usually, right now I'm teaching classes through Squirrel. So right now, most of my advice is comedic.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, put the butthole joke 2 lines later.
Mm-hmm.
That is truly some of the advice that I end up giving. I like teach a characters class. So it's always like, all right, dress up as the giant gumball machine first. So then you can like take it off for the rest of the set and be the sexy nun and the whatever. So yeah, most of my advice.
All of these bits sound really good.
Solid. They're all really solid.
I thought of a thing, which is not, I mean, I'm not the first one to think of it, but I wrote myself like a sticky note the other day. Comedy is truly just a thing from column A and a thing from column B.
That is what comedy is. Truly, it's just mapping.
I really though, because I took a character class earlier in the pandemic, and now I'm taking like a short humor class, and I was just like, you know what? You just gotta make a list of column A, a list of column B, you just gotta cross-reference them, and that's
a detective who's obsessed with Gossip Girl.
Okay, now list 5 things about each of those. Line them up.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Also, that would make so much sense because there are so many mysteries on Gossip Girl, and it would be like we have to comb through for the clues, you know?
I say write it up.
Feels like it's your pitch.
Cool.
Should we get to some of these questions?
Yeah, please. I'm dying for it.
I could give you some advice. No, you're set. You're fucking.
You can give me advice if you want.
What's your problem?
Oh my god, what isn't my problem? I guess I don't know. Anxiety about where and when to like do things again and see people again.
I have the opposite anxiety, which is I'm so certain absolutely no one will invite me to shit when this is over. I will never. This is it for me. The world will reopen for everyone else, and I will be in a. And
you'll just be staying put.
Quarantine of one.
Oof, that is grim, Lizzie. I hope that's not the case.
So do I, but it.
But I also don't want to be the person who's too scared to go to all the things that are people are inviting me to.
Send me instead. That.
Okay.
Anytime you're too scared, I'll just scope it out for you. I'll be like, I'm here on Michael Hartney's behalf. We're best friends. You should all be my.
I actually am. I'm getting my second dose on Friday, so I actually don't have a ton of anxiety about the physical, medical implications, but I am going to be anxious about social and societal implications of like. Did I just see you go to a movie?
Well, I
don't need that.
Are you like Sebastian, quasi? I hesitate to use the term, but closeted about your vaccine status, or are you happy to tell people like, I got the shot, bitch?
Oh no, I'm happy to tell people I got the shot.
Well, then you gotta just, I think it's like, listen, I'm vaccinated and I'm supporting the economy.
I mean, true. Isn't that so true?
Go spend your money in the city, and anyone who gives you grief about it clearly doesn't want America to reopen.
Yeah, it's distinctly unpatriotic to not be out about your vacciness.
That's what I'm saying. Go do it for those of us who can't. I'm going to be getting the vaccine last, and I would like the movie theaters to still be there when I get it. So.
I'm going to see Raya and the Last Dragon as soon as I possibly can.
You know what? And I bet it's not the Last Dragon. That's my hot take on that movie. I feel like they'll be like, oh no, there's one more dragon in
left. They have at least 6 dragons in that sequel.
They're gonna find more dragons. That's how the movie ends, is with the dragon seeing more dragons. That's my hot take. Okay, let's get to some of these. I feel like I've solved that for you.
Thank you. Yes, I feel better.
No worries. Anonymous asks, my mom just got a Twitter. She sent me a tweet of someone who likes a book series I do. She literally, I kid you not, wants me to slide into his DMs. I don't think he's cute and he seems annoying, but should I do it? How do I slide into someone's DMs?
I mean, first of all, to answer your first question, no, you should not do it. You don't think he's cute and he seems annoying. You've answered the question.
Yeah, I mean, just because your mom makes a suggestion doesn't mean you have to do it. That's just blanket life advice.
True.
I would hate for someone to slide into I'm very I put a lot about my life on Twitter. So if someone slides into my DMs, not that I think that they know me, but I think they've gotten a pretty good sense of who I am and they're into it. This is a good sign. They like my humor and my little quips about movies and stuff. I would really hate to find out that person doesn't like me. Lizzie, I think you're so annoying and not attractive, but my fucking mom said so.
Mom wants me to say hi. Yeah, I don't know why you would want to do that. But I think there is a second question here.
There is a second question.
I think it is, what if this person my mom wants me to date was cute and not annoying? How do I slide into their DMs? Mm-hmm. And that is an entirely different question with an entirely different set of advice.
I think we should answer.
Yeah, totally.
How do you slide into someone's DMs, Michael Hartney?
Yeah, well, this is horrific news. I am outing myself as a full-ass dinosaur. But I have been in a relationship since before smartphones. So there were no DMs to be slid into.
What?
I mean, I guess it wasn't a DM technically that I...
Was it a message on a dating site?
Sort of a dating site, although I would call it a disgusting, sloppy fucking site.
Was it Grindr?
It was not, because this predates Grindr and smartphones. Okay. No, it was worse. It was called bear411.com. You know it. Later it was revealed that the people who ran that site were horrific racists. But before then, it was really great.
But they did one good thing.
They did one good thing, and that's find me my person. So I guess there was some sort of button you could click that said "You're handsome," and so I clicked it, and it sent him that piece of information, and then he messaged me back. I didn't even message him. I just sent him a preloaded thing.
You did a like. You did like a.
It was yes.
It looks like a poke.
Yeah, it's a poke. I did a poke. I essentially did a poke. So what you can do, reader, is just do a quick poke, maybe a wave, some sort of emoji, some ice-breaky boilerplate pleasantry.
Absolutely. I will say don't do just an emoji. Give a little bit of information. I have received a few DMs that are literally just like, hey, and I got no response for you. Bad. It's just a hey.
This
Introduce
tweet
yourself.
was funny.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. DMing someone their own tweet with a little bit of commentary is, I think, an elite move. Because then you can get a bit of a conversation going, and it's like it shows them that you're reading their tweets and like thinking about what they're thinking about. I think that's a good one. Wait for them to tweet something really good, send it to them, and be like, "You're so right," or like, thank you for saying that. It's hard to respond to a thing that's only in my head, but you get what I'm saying. Cool. So yes, DM, but only do people you like. Only do people you like. So I go. Also, I mean, it sounds like your mom's actually like a pretty cool lady, but don't have the kind of relationship where you feel pressured to do something just because she suggests it. That's not good.
Although, congratulations that your mom has a knowledge or interest in the type of books you like. Because I'll tell you right now, my mother has no earthly idea about anything I've ever read once. So that's cool.
My mom is big. My mom is big book person. My mom loves books, and in high school, when I started reading like adult books, it was very much like a test of if I didn't like good books. I don't know. She possibly would have disowned me.
Like a personality test almost.
Kind of, where she's like, I can't have a daughter who doesn't like Virginia Woolf.
I can't say I blame her.
Thank God. It all worked out. Okay. Rebecca asks, where do I find cheap, cozy, pet-friendly couch in a cool color? Loungeable chaise or maybe a pullout, but IDK. I definitely read this as just like a pet couch, and I was like, they make pull-out couches for dogs, but they don't. They just mean a pet-friendly couch.
Yeah, this is a hamster recliner.
In a cool color. I'm going to do a hot take. I don't love the colorful couch trend.
Huh.
I think a gray or brown couch is just fine. I think a couch is
like
to be
a
sat on
slate
and not looked at.
couch.
You like a sleek couch?
Slate.
Yes,
So grayish with blue, and then there's there's still a color involved, but it's understated. I guess I am not cool, so I didn't know that people were getting like canary yellow couches or anything like that.
People are getting, the big trend is like velvet, like royal blue or like emerald green couches, and they look great on Instagram, and they cannot be comfortable to sit on.
Yeah,
it's
like
impossible.
What a wonderful shot in a Wes Anderson film, and what a horrible sitting experience.
Okay, Marie Antoinette, this is going to be itchy on your butt if you sit there for more than 2 minutes, but glad you're cute.
I would just go to, I don't know, like maybe if you want to really go for it, like a West Elm, a CB2. But here's the thing: you're never gonna know what your what your pet is gonna try to fuck up until you have it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to figure. You just got to do Googles of like how to clean different surfaces of pet dander, and then see what you're willing to do. My cat has 2 scratching posts and will not use either of them. She only likes the couch.
My boyfriend just texted me some furniture website, so I guess he's watching this.
Yes, what did he say?
Let me see. Let me pull it up. Article.com. And this is that who should be on the show for this question. It does sound fake, right?
That sounds like in A Christmas Prince, the blogger would write be like, I'm a reporter from articles.com.
Yeah. Hi, I'm here from blog.biz. No, it is called article.com, and it is really cute furniture.
Cute.
Yeah, soup's cute. They have an outdoor collection. You know what? Truly the authority on this is my boyfriend. So go to article.com.
And contact Michael's boyfriend.
Yeah. Slide into his DMs. Give him Your handsome
Give him
emoji.
a poke, but not too much because he's Michael's boyfriend. Anonymous asks, I don't like this question. Is there a difference between capital LOL and lowercase LOL? And if so, which should I use? You're overthinking it, buddy. This is the way to anxiety.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm a big stickler for punctuation and capitalization in almost every area except this one.
Would you ever write
cases? Don't mix cases. But either one is fine.
L period O period L period, because technically it's an acronym.
Wow, that's some New York Times style guide shit. Can you imagine? Mr. Hartney, L period O period L'd at that suggestion.
I remember the day I learned that scuba was an acronym, and I was like, whoa.
That was me with laser.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Laser's the one I gotta keep relearning. But no one light amplification and radiation.
The synthesis of radiation.
Deal with it. But
3/5
no one even
is good.
capitalizes those things. Can you imagine if in the New Yorker they were like, they pointed a laser beam at him?
L-A! Scuba. Underwater breathing apparatus. I know the second part. Self-contained. We could have been here forever. I would never have come up with self-contained.
That's why I'm here, babe. Sebastian says H period, A period, H period, A period, H period. What does it stand for, Sebastian? It stands for Hartney. I love you, Hartney. I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
I love spelling I love you with an A.
I think it's quirky.
Here we go. Light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. And we've done it.
Stimulated emission is far too sexy to be hanging out in the middle of the word laser.
Stimulated emission. Good Lord. What am I, 13 again? Come on.
I believe you are. You are 13. Well, thank you for that, Mikolai. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Should we get to another one of these questions?
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Literally, you are. That is why you're here.
I suppose so. I'm not here for anything else, actually. It's all I should be doing.
For whatever you want. I just like talking to you. Okay, this is a short but possibly fun one. I want to submit an audition video for Survivor, but I don't know what skills I should showcase to get on. Do you watch Survivor?
Here's terrible news.
What?
I started watching season 33 when my friend Zeke Smith got on.
What?
And then I was like, ooh, this show slaps. So I've kept watching it ever since. And once the lockdown began, I was like, well, I'm going to be watching a lot of TV. I might as well do a big project. So I watched the first 32 seasons of Survivor between March and July.
You're exactly the person to answer this question. And the answer is?
The answer is, I think more than your skills, you've got to show your personality, your sense of humor, and you have to surprise them with something they don't see coming.
Do you know any of what went on to Zeke's audition tape? Because
I actually have no idea.
Sometimes they show you the bits of the audition tape within the show, but a lot of times they don't.
Yeah, and frankly, I'm good with it. They used to really do deep dives on those reunions, and they've backed way off of it, and I frankly think the reunions are better for it.
Well, what would you put on what would be your personality and unexpected thing if you were trying to get on the show?
I think I would probably do a bunch of wigs and play different characters reacting to me as my tape. Also, I would fully be the first voted out. I would be absolutely useless in challenges. I would be so sick and cold and my feet. I'm scared of any rodent. So I don't understand how any of these people sleep for even 1 second of life. So yeah, it's a non-starter for me. But if I made a tape, I'd lean into the things I do, which is like wear wigs and do voices and crack jokes. So that's what my tape would be.
I think if they let you bring the wigs.
They'll let you bring one. You have a personal item, one personal item that you take with you. Mine would absolutely not be a wig.
What would it be?
Can you imagine? Oh, this is just what I dream with. I hold this at night and I think of home. What would I bring?
You could pretend you're a different person. So you could be like, yeah, I'm Michael. And have you met Lorraine? She's fucking annoying. We should
She's
go off.
nuts.
She's nuts. Let me
But
go
she's
get her.
got Irish brogue.
Let me go get her.
Let me go grab her. She's actually going to do this basketball challenge.
That was her
love
that
it.
fucked up.
Yeah, it's her that twisted her damn ankle. Heaven.
Well, if I were going on Survivor,
Yeah,
I guess I just talk about like I like to make friends and make people laugh. I don't know. I don't think I would get on.
I guess I am good at making friends and well, bye.
I would just be like, I miss my cat too much. And I'd have a breakdown about it and they could film that and that would be good TV.
39 days doesn't seem long anymore to me, though. It used to seem long to me.
Oh,
And now it's
yeah.
like, oh, I could fucking do that.
And they get outdoors time. I mean, they're having there's stuff to do every day. There's people to socialize with. I think it would be hard to be away from my phone for 39 days.
Yeah.
Although it'd probably be good for me.
I think it'd be good for all of us.
To be off Twitter for 39 days. That'd be a record.
Sounds like kind of,
right.
Wow. Maybe I should make a tape. Holy shit.
We should go through.
This has been a game changer.
Okay. Oh, gosh. Oh, nope. All of these questions are so serious. Okay. Larry asks, I have a lovely job with very good coworkers, and sometimes the work itself is really interesting, but there's almost no chance of promotion, and I have to be honest with myself. It would be disappointing to still be in this position 5 years from now. It's a superb, cushy job by nearly all standards, but it's a very consuming, consumer-based one that often leaves my brain with very little capacity left over at the end of the day. I want to do a good job. I really like my coworkers and want to do my best for them and the company. But I think I'm learning I need to care less or work less hard so that I have more time to write, talk to other people, or even rest so that I can be bored enough to figure out what shape I'd like my future to take. This is a long one, and I know who it's from. How do I feel less guilty about caring less about work and even working less hard if I feel I need to do that for myself? Am I being improperly selfish in trying to do so? How do I learn to accept work that was done quickly and efficiently when I'm used to feeling proud and wringing my hands over a project until its deadline? And I've got to add, I'm worried about the end of lockdown for this reason. If ever there was a time to take obligations at your own pace, it's now. And I fear I haven't taken full advantage of these working conditions. I'm not a monster. I know there are a billion more important problems this year of crisis has brought us. What can I learn from the next handful of months, and what might I focus on so that I don't lose sight of making a more upwardly mobile, richer career future? And I believe they mean richer as in rich in experience rather than trying to make it a money.
I mean, either one is fine.
Those are worthy goals. Michael, to you.
Wow. This question is, it's near and dear to my heart. I don't think you should work any less hard than you are right now. But I do think that you also need to carve out time to figure out what the next thing is for you. I don't think you should skimp on the level of excellence that you've demanded of yourself, because I can't stand that in people. and I can't do it myself. And so I certainly am not going to tell someone to do it. Even when I waited damn ass tables at Planet Hollywood, it would drive me crazy when I messed up, or if some customer was unhappy with something I did, it would tear me up because I think that any job worth doing is worth doing well. So I say keep committing as much as you're committing, but make sure you're carving out just a little bit of time to plant the seed for where you're going to go next, because you shouldn't be where you are in 5 years if you think of yourself there in 5 years and cringe.
Yeah. Yeah, and I wonder, like, why are the only options to, like, could you get a different job? Like, is that the in-between stage? Like, if your current job is not allowing you to have time to both do it well and work on your writing projects, I'm not sure the answer is to do your job less well. It might be to find a different job that does allow you to do it well and do your writing projects. Like, and maybe your project between now and, I don't know, the end of the pandemic is like, start seeing what else is out there, like build a more sustainable career, because like you're just going to keep brushing up against this issue forever, I guess. Right?
Yeah, it does seem like a forever problem, doesn't it?
You don't get to stop working unless you like retire, which I don't think this person is anywhere close to doing.
If someone is happy where they are in their life or career, please sound off in the chat, in the comments. I'd love to hear about you. You unicorn.
Yeah, I have a yeah, I mean, I also, like, I don't want to downplay the amount of difficulty that comes with, like, having a really time-consuming, energy-sapping job and also trying to do creative things. But, like, creative things are hard no matter what. Like, people don't finish novels on vacation. I mean, some people do, but like just having a little bit of extra time it's not going to immediately translate into like, I have an extra half hour every day, I spent it writing. You know what I mean? Like, right. It's going to be a slog no matter what. But even if that time you carve out for yourself isn't for your writing project, but is for moving on to the next job that is less consuming of your life, then I think you need to do that. Right. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, before you get to the, like, find the right job, like, yeah, like, figure out what your perfect, don't start with how do you fit your job into your perfect schedule. Figure out what your perfect schedule is and then go find a job that fits it. That makes sense. Maybe. I'm terrible at getting jobs. I just don't get them. I'm a freelancer. I can pitch articles. People don't hire me. I don't know. My batting average is low. I'll say it. My batting average is very low. It's the same reason I don't think I would get on Survivor. I don't get picked. You know what I mean? Like I'm a runner-up in life. Well, if you're a runner-up, you'll get on Survivor, and then you'll play second. It'll be great. I'm the one that almost gets on, and then she's like, "Oh, you're that alternate that hangs out at the Ponderosa." Exactly. Like I almost got. They do that. They fly people to Fiji to not be on Survivor. Isn't that wild? And if you did that, you would have so much time to write. So, okay, Larry. Apply for Survivor. Survivor, but don't actually get on. Actually, no, here it is. Become a Survivor alternate. Get on Survivor. Get voted out the first week. You got 38 days. Food. You get 38 days. Yeah, baby. Fuck, we just totally fixed this person's life. We fixed their life. I've heard that's the name of something. Although everything we're doing well, including playing the game of Survivor, outwit, outlast, outplay, I think is the thing. Oh, yeah, you're right. We've been watching with my roommate. One of our big bits is to talk about how the cat would do on Survivor. Oh, probably pretty good. Well, she's not good at working well with others, but she's very good at like accomplishing her individual tasks.
Mm.
So if like you sent her off to gather firewood or whatever, she would be great at that. But if it was like, let's all work together to move the thing, she'd be like, nah.
Yeah, she'd run a tight camp, but she wouldn't be great in the challenges.
Right. We're a year into a pandemic. This is what we have to talk about, is how would the cat do on Survivor? I think we have time for one more question.
Let's take it.
Oh, I'm looking for one that's not depressing. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. I don't know what I want in a relationship because I've never felt attractive, let alone sexy. I don't feel like I deserve love, and I'm not even sure if I'm capable of it. It feels like too much to put on another person.
Lizzie, you were trying to filter out the non-depressing ones and you landed on this?
The other two are about like a slut shaming incident and someone who's in love with their therapist.
Oh my God. This world is broken. First of all, I mean, I don't know how to make someone think that their sex, it does. I mean, this is
Go to real
trite.
therapy?
This is so trite, but RuPaul really is correct in exactly this one area of life. And it is, if you don't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love someone else? Can I get an amen up in here? And I think you absolutely have to start with yourself and find yourself sexy
Yeah,
and
I mean,
attractive.
at least a little, right? Like, you don't need to be the cock of the walk, but like, one of the things I really believe there's a lid for every pot. Like, you might not be a person that the majority of people are into. Like, and that just might be the truth. And it sucks and it's wrong and society is way too superficial, but like, we're dealt the hands we're dealt. There's someone out there who thinks you're real cool. And you just gotta find them. And so it's
there's
not
actually
about,
tons of them.
Yeah. And like, it's just about like having that faith when the person's not in front of you, that like they're out there and they're looking for you and they're going to be really excited when they find you.
I don't know if it gives you any comfort, but I truly, there's no bigger boner shrinker in the world to me than perfection.
Oh,
I think that like objective beauty is like, I mean, I am asleep. That is so boring to me. I am not into perfection. Every like Insta model person, I'm like, what about this series of angles does anyone find interesting?
And it fades. It's impossible to maintain.
Yeah, and there's tons of people like me who are not interested in those things.
And it's also, and this is so hard because it's like blaming people for their own like things they can't help. But like for me, the biggest boner shrinker, pussy dryer,
Thank you. Yep.
Is like, I mean, everybody's insecure, but like the low self-esteem, like, I'll put it in a positive way. Nothing gets my pussy better than confidence. Like, you gotta fake it till you make it. You know what I mean? Whatever you're working with, if you can at least find some way to like own it and rock it, that will be so much more attractive than, you know, whatever you look like, whatever your deal is, going into some space, just like tripping over yourself and apologizing for taking up space and hating yourself and apologizing for everything you say. Like, nobody really wants to hang out with that person. But if you can find the things that you like about yourself, the things that make you interesting, the things that attract your friends to you, the things that your family is really proud of you for, and if you can lead with those positive attributes, people will be much more into that. And they'll be much more willing to either accept or look past or just like deal with whatever the other stuff is, because they'll be like, oh, this person has X, Y, and Z going for them. They're awesome. If A, B, and C aren't perfect, like, yeah, everybody's got shit.
I love it. Yeah, I mean, everyone has like a part of them that they're like, oh, I like this about myself. I think like whatever that thing is, emphasize the absolute hell out of it.
Mm-hmm. Make it your brand, man.
Make it your brand. Some people, their butt is their brand. And frankly, I'm into it.
Literally, you're going inside the butts. I mean, I've never felt attractive, let alone sex. I mean, feeling sexy is also such a weird thing. Like, I don't know that I've ever felt like sexy unless I'm literally making out with someone. Like, I feel like I've put on outfits and been like, oh, I look really good today, or like, I look really hot today. I've never walked down the street and been like, I feel like sexual and like all this thing. So it's like, people are walking around with a lot. People are not as confident as they pretend to be. So when you look at pictures of your friends and you're like, they're feeling themselves, like, no, like they have insecurities just like everybody else. And like, you just got to project. You just got to project a little bit.
Unfortunately, as a white gay man who lived through his 20s, I did have a period of very much feeling very sexy a lot of the time. It was really, I'm crazy. I could scare up tail from a train car away.
That is beautiful. Can you give me any insight into your mentality and how you achieved this? As
my mentality, I think, was like,
you know, I just have my stomach is too flabby for me to ever act like that. It's just the bar is too fucking high. But I want your tips, please.
Yeah, my tips for the flabby stomach is just make sure your chest is bigger than your stomach, and then people pay attention to that.
It's much easier when you have boobs to actually just make, the wall test. I've definitely passed.
The wall test. Yeah.
You guys do the wall test?
I do. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah, my 20s were truly filled with a lot of time to work out, a lot of, casual, and when all of that happens, you really do feel yourself, and it is, it was quite a time. Not everyone, unfortunately, gets that. As not everyone is a disgustingly privileged white gay man who lived in his 20s.
Well, I mean, listen, if Michael could be the hottest thing on two legs for an entire decade,
I swear. And I also wasn't. It was to me.
No, and come out of it thinking perfection is overrated. He lived it, and he knows of what he speaks. And I'll just say again, yeah, I don't know, Steve Buscemi's hot. Everybody's hot.
Yeah, also the hot people suck at sex. Find an uggo, because they're fucking great at it.
Mm-hmm. Or me, who is both beautiful and great at sex. I'm the rare bird. I am the white tiger. I am clearly as beautiful as a professional model.
I mean, yeah. I see it.
No complaints. Have I ever gotten a complaint? No, I've never gotten a complaint from a sexual partner. Could have been behind my back, but I don't know.
I got one from my first, but from there on, it's really been smooth sailing.
Yeah, first doesn't count.
Thank you.
I also lost my virginity late in the game, so by the time I got there, I was like making up for lost time. Not even in terms of numbers, but in terms of enthusiasm.
Wow, one of the most spirited lays I've ever had.
I was just like, you want to try this position? Go for it.
Great.
You want me to get my hands? Go for it. Just don't leave.
Just be with me and in me.
Validate that I'm part of the human experience.
Yeah, I also started relatively late.
See?
It's fine.
Oh, Sebastian says, oh my God, your parents are here. My parents are, not to be a Puritan, but my parents are happy that I wasn't fucking young. I don't, this is good news to them. They're like, Lizzie was a virgin in college? Great, we did our job.
Your mom probably gave you a couple books on the subject.
Good callback. She didn't though.
Oh, okay.
No, I think she was. No, she won't like it if I talk about her. So she's a wonderful lady and a lovely mom, and she's really great. And yeah, I mean, this is also like honestly the most common question we get on this show is like, I don't have a partner and I think I never will and I don't know how to whatever. And it's like I wish I could find like I wish I could do like a Lonely Hearts Club of like everyone who's ever written in being like, I'm unfuckable and unlovable, and like go meet each other and fall in love.
This is where
This is a matchmaking show. I would love that.
This is where my advice about comedy dovetails with my advice about love.
I love it. Continue.
You never get the thing you want until it doesn't matter to you whether you get it.
Holy shit.
It's true. It is absolutely true.
Oh man, but
Once
it's
you
never
stop
gonna not
caring
matter to me.
about the carrot, that carrot presents itself to you. It's been on a string your whole life because you want it. The second you're like, peace out, carrot, that carrot will drop in front of you. The string will be gone.
I'm never gonna not want it though. I mean, in comedy, not men. I'll get over men. My mom just texted to say, you can talk about me. All I was going to say is that I think my mom was a little bit of a hottie in her youth and was not disappointed that I was not, but was, as all good mothers, wanted good things for me. And I think she knew that I wanted to be dating and that I was finding it hard. And I think her heart hurt for me that I was unable to be a hot little party girl the way she was. That's all I have to say about my mom.
I just want the best for you, dear. I want you to clean up dick-wise.
I remember her asking me, she was like, are you virgin? I was like, no. What are you talking about? She's like, well, you never talk about it. And I absolutely was lying at that point.
Bless.
But
I've never talked to my parents about sex one time. I don't know what I would say. I'd have to teach them a ton, I bet.
I mean, are they aware that you have it?
Yeah.
I mean, you live with your boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
You have separate beds because this is a Christian household.
Oh, yeah. Separate beds when we do have sex. It is through several sheets.
Like in Yentl.
We are wearing hoods. But yeah, they know, but no, we don't talk about that stuff.
Well, if you ever feel the need to reach out, you can talk to my mom about it. I'm sure she would be fine.
That actually sounds great.
Great. I could see the 3 dots. She's texting me now. She said, you're doing really well. She's very supportive.
Thank you.
That is another thing I was going to say, not to be like too much of a downer with literally 1 minute left, but if you believe that you don't deserve love, I mean, maybe you just mean romantic love, but also like your parents are supposed to teach you that from the time you're born, that you're deserving of love. And like, oh man, that sucks that they maybe didn't. And maybe they did their best and maybe it just didn't work, but like, it is not 100% on romantic partners to validate that. You just deserve love from the world, period, full stop.
I agree.
Welcome to the Church of Lizzie, where we preach about love.
And self-love.
Self-love.
Listen to some RuPaul podcast. She'll tell you what's up.
Get a vibrator.
Get a vibrator.
It helps. Michael, this has been so enlightening and a little bit frustrating.
You just banged your head.
I did just bang my head.
Hilarious.
Well, I was gasping about your wisdom that apparently people do feel sexy, and it was just in my head that everyone else was insecure, and I have to stop wanting things in order to get them, which is really frustrating. But, you know, you're probably right. And I also want to thank you for letting us do this show.
Oh, yes. Thank you for having me. I'm very
I forgot
pleased.
when Sebastian was on to ask if he wanted to plug anything. Michael, do you want to plug anything?
Just keep watching squirrel shows, everybody. We're going to 3 nights a week starting in April. So you can watch live streaming comedy shows on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. We
WTF
have
of the week.
classes. So go to thesquirrelnyc.com. You can learn improv, sketch writing, characters. We have a new storytelling class that's up. Yeah, that's it.
Where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter at Michael Hartney and on Instagram at Hartney Michael.
And you can slide into his DMs, but not into his bed because he has a boyfriend. And the boyfriend is going to help you pick out a couch.
Oh, that is true.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. I don't know how to exit out of this, so I'm just going to smile and vamp until Kurt takes us away. We'll be back in April. Please submit questions. This has been really fun, and everybody deserves love.
Good night.
Good night. That's a great
There it
thing.
is.
There we are.